There we go. Okay, based on yesterday's thread of analysis, we talked about a short-term upside before experiencing what we called could be, a little bit of pain, right, guys? So we ended up getting that pain, and we ended up knocking out that bottom side target as well, as we spoke of. The curious thing is that when we were on that thread of analysis, we were talking about the worries of a sell side signal coming in from Alpha Light. And that sell side signal, pulled us out of a position from which was previously long. Now, what happened shortly after was exactly what we were talking about. a potential long happened into the resistances that we were looking for. 237s, 8s, 9s, potential 41 and 45, I believe. And we knocked it out. Now, the sell side signal came in just at that top side of around 244 before this thing capitulated to what looks like as low as around 231. What's curious is that this thing called it out just about as accurate as I think the ARCABULLS team did too. So we got the opening of this bar, and by that close, it maintained a buy-side signal, and you can see here that from 234 to the present 251, where we're headed to, there is still no sell side on this, and in fact, it's getting pretty intense. Now, why is this happening, guys? How is this possible? And how is the 7-month thesis still in line? It's still on track here, right? Well, that and much more on this episode, guys. Let's go ahead and get this thing started, right? But before that analysis, please do me the favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. My name is Arca, coming at you here at 10:10 p.m. Pacific time, Wednesday, November 12th. And we are observing XRP. Oh my goodness, man. English and I are just not agreeing today, right? So spot price 250.66 and counting, and actually on a takeoff here, guys. So it looks like we're building a bit of a bull flag here, and I do think that this could lead to further upside. Now, yes, we did get the news, guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at this right down here. The longest stoppage in U.S. history is now officially over. Okay, so a lot of the pain that we experienced, right? A lot of the pain that we experienced in the prior days, not today, right? I'm talking about, or this last session here, I'm talking about over the span of the last week. You know, we were watching highs of Ethereum, actually 3 weeks, right? So we were watching the highs of Ethereum roughly around what? The 4700s? And guys, that what is it? The beginning of October. Yeah, the beginning of October, almost $4,800, right? And that thing dropped all the way as low as just around 3,055. And that, you know, that kind of price action it's, you know, that throws people off like crazy, right? This massive low here. But it's interesting how the statistics play out no matter what. Now, guys, if you are, just a quick little side note here, if you are interested in picking up your copy of the Alpha Lite, make sure to grab the link in the description below, and make sure to send me a TradingView username and also an email to arcabulls@gmail.com when you do so, for your lifetime subscription to this indicator. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and come back here to Ethereum, as this thing is giving us some throttle from that very bottom side of just about 33.79. Why am I talking about Ethereum, though? Well, remember, guys, that we were talking about the correlation between, well, first of all, the inverse correlation between tether dominance, which is your USDT, and the strength of Ethereum. So Ethereum, it gets affected real hard any time that this 7-month phase completes. So when we have the top of tether dominance and it starts retracing, it usually dumps out pretty good. And Ethereum thus jumps pretty strongly. And I'm talking about Ethereum because the correlation between Ethereum and XRP is pretty strong. Okay, so right now on the 15-minute time frame, for example, the correlation between XRP and Ethereum is just about 85 in the 85 percentile, jumping up to around your hourly time frame. We're still within that 73 percentile. Let's go to the 8-hour time frame. We're still at 82 percentile there, guys. And this is your daily time frame, sitting on a massive 90% correlation to Ethereum. And that is why I'm talking about it. Now, to further move things along here, this was the, you know, from the Alpha Lite chart. This is your bull flag, right? And we can kind of see that bull flag from a larger perspective from this chart over here. In fact, it's not just any bull flag, though. It's also a combination. If we drop our time frames just a little bit here, 8-hour time frames should do it, or maybe even 12. We can actually see that on this downtrend, we have created the presence of an inverse head and shoulders. So now this inverse head and shoulders would give us a pretty intense upside, guys. So let's go ahead and figure that out, because I can already see the very light regression here that could be the neckline for this formation. Okay, guys, so just about this here, it looks like it, right? Let's make that a solid line so that everybody could kind of see what that is, and we'll keep it white and a little bit thicker too, right? Just like that. All right, perfect. Now let's generate from that neckline all the way to the bottom side of the head, just about here, to determine what that upside target can be, right? So this would be just about it here. Neckline to just around the center of your right hand shoulder. This takes us to a target of just about 320.58. It does have a lot of correlation, right? So I would say that the tangible price on this would be let's see. Yeah, I would say, I mean, the lower supports down here, those would be parts of other plays, right? And you'll see it based on the the bull flag, right? The bull flag may actually be around these targets here. So why don't I just go and kind of paste that here just for now, and the range of that bull flag could be just about here. And of course we have this section right down here to give us the resistance and the breakout ranges, right? But we're going to get to that in just a bit. I want to give you the top side target and analyze that first. So yeah, I'm thinking that this could be the space for your tangible top side target, seeing that we can get there with enough strength and enough liquidity, right? This will be the turn of what we were talking about in that 7-month thesis potential. I mean, if it really continues with this kind of strength, guys, I can see that probable $4 to maybe $5 here pretty soon. And yeah, so now let's you know, I don't like to be super sensational about things, right? But let's talk about this bull flag here first before we can move forward. Okay, so the bull flag would give you a measured move of, guess what? This is what we were saying, right? Just around that 283.32, but it's actually, the psychology is 286.36. But yeah, so this is, you know, we kind of expected that target to be there. The one thing that's going to be done here is just about this. So let me go ahead and give you the trajectory on this so you can understand why I'm drawing all these lines here. And that's because those are stopping points, right? Those are areas, checkpoints that we would essentially use on the way up, this price. So yeah, we have a small range here too, right? So this would be, yeah, this would be the resistance here for short-term traders. Take profit in there, right? Short-term traders would enter that risk right about there too, to pull back the market and validate the 254 area. Just like this, guys, okay? Let me show you. We're going to have to draw these red because they are in fact resistance points, right? Just keep, you know, just so that we're all on the same page here. I'm going to try to do this as fast as humanly possible, but it is important for us to kind of put out these targets, as I do know that a lot of people are kind of, you know, you guys are kind of, you know, maybe considering my opinion, which you should really take with a massive grain of salt, right? Because who the heck am I? I don't know nothing. All right, guys. So this, yeah, this would be your top side take profit targets for short-term traders, right, guys? We need to understand the dynamics of short-term because that's what pulls the market back. Okay, so this would be your more macro look into, I would say, what could be maybe a 2-day effort. I mean, with enough strength, guys, this can be done. XRP can do miraculous things over just a short period of time. All right, so yeah, so this is what I mean, right? The direction bias over this entire thing is really to kind of draw it in this fashion here. I will show you manually. Okay, now while I do this here, guys, while I prepare my lines, I want to remind you that when you join the ARCABULLS trading team, guys, there is no way I'm reaching out to you first, or I'm not greeting you first, right? I'm not saying congratulations for coming in, you know, are you interested in this? Or no, guys, no. That's definitely not me, right? I will never message you or friend request you first. That is a dead promise for me to you, so that we all know to keep that in mind, right? So if we are able to make sure that is the rule of thumb here, then none of us are going to get screwed by the scammers. Okay, guys? So take that into deep consideration. I will never reach out to you first, message you first, or any of that stuff. As long as I live. Okay, guys? So please take under that consideration not to give your money away to any of these scammers and pretenders. Okay, guys, I love you all so much. I hope that you can really, really hear what I just said and take that and take that to heart. Okay, guys. All right. So yeah, this is so far. You can see the zigzags that I'm drawing, right? That's why I'm doing it. It's just because that's how price action tends to behave as we break into new levels and new highs, right? In this case here, when we're jumping into this high, it's not necessarily that we'll resist at that exact high. Sometimes it'll be a very short-term resistance, but it'll continue to the next relative high, which would be this one here, to then back test and validate this area here, right? So that would be kind of a thing for us to observe. Now, also the proximity between the spaces, right? So this area here in comparison to how high this was here, that may not be only pertinent to this. It may actually be pertinent to this macro bottom, right? And then we come out of this, right? And then we just kind of consolidate for a little bit and then officially make those explosive moves to the upside, which we know that XRP is very, very well capable of, right? And pull back that market and then continue on our merry way to some exponential targets, right? Or some targets of parabolic nature here. So all good. I am pretty excited over how the statistics based on the 7-month thesis are still working out, right, guys? Sometimes the charts, sometimes the probabilities are set before us or set before even us, right? The thing is that it's the behavior of it all, right? So if we're noticing that there is behavior, we can see it through the eyes or through the feeling of volatility, linear volatility against momentum, and we can see iterations or instances that have happened in the past, which puts us in similar, it's like a similar behavioral criteria that you can observe volatility like, right? Not one person is going to observe volatility like another or momentum. So I encourage you guys to continue studying and continue practicing and being your very best selves for your craft. But so far, guys, yep, this is what I think we're about to do. Price action here could draw down just a little bit of time. I'm wondering if we can actually make our way down towards this. I'm going to give you the macro support. Okay, guys, that's the last thing I want to do here for you, and we shall be good to go. Let me get myself out of the way so you could see the cursor on this side, right? So yeah, see this price action is breaking out of this price here, but the proximity between where this would resist to this may not be it. We're breaking out completely, right? We're ignoring this here and this. So this, and alongside this here, that makes your entire support bound, right? So that's where I'm going to draw the support. Potential pullback could be as deep as 236.95 to around the top side of just about 241.68 with a liquidity at 244.85. Let's leave that as blue. Okay, guys. So this would be, this probably would be a great entry. I'm not sure if we're going to reach it, right? But it would be ideal if we did. And we'll put, you know what? I'll put the receipts on that as well for your convenience here, guys. And we'll move on forward. In fact, I think this would be more like this here, right? There we go. There we go. And this would be around that area there. Okay, cool. And let's leave this receipt down here as well, and this one right over here. Okay, guys. So yeah, one of the benefits that you get when coming into the to the trading team is that a lot of the times I am filming this live to the trading team, right? So this is the trading team live right now. So what I do is just kind of pause everything like this just for a quick screen grab, right? I'll take the screenshot and I will go ahead and just come into the chat like this, and I will put the chart that we just analyzed so that they know exactly what's going on, right, guys? So that is how we do it here in the ARCABULLS trading team. Consider joining, guys, and everything will be cool. But with that said, guys, I think we're pretty good to go from here. If any questions or concerns, reach out to me at arcabulls@gmail.com and everything will be cool. All right, guys? But from here, I think I will speak to you later. All right, team? Adios, and yeah, adios. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Ever. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well. A very good rest of your night and or day. And I will catch you at the Bell Mañana. Adios, team. Hold up. You guys already know what I do here sometimes. For those of you that hold on for the, oh yeah, this is a quick little thing that I'm going to be mentioning here in the next video. So what do I have for you guys? I have this. The 1 week volatility versus, this is your linear volatility versus stochastic momentum signal is still fired and very much on an upside bias here. And we are absolutely hitting the gas on that upside. Please remember that some of these targets here, the mean, literally just your mean, right, is leading, let's see. Yeah, the mean is leading to around 369, 61% up. Your standard deviation is leading to a 170% up, landing at 686. And from those targets, should we maintain strength? Should we maintain the strength that we need? We can see targets of up to 948 and even targets of up to around 1380. You don't even want to hear these yet, but stick around for the next episode and I will show you then. All right, guys, thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon. Peace, peace, and peace. Okay, team, thank you. Nice. Very well executed video. I know people like to, thank you, Lemmer. Some people like to get those little bits there because then it makes people feel special, you know? It makes people feel like they're part of something cool, you know? Let's make some money. Let's make some money, ABQ. Love you, buddy. Thank you, Steve. All right. So, yeah, team, let's, I'm very excited over what's happening right now, guys. And we were looking at the news release here and you can already see, right? The S&P 500 futures are already moving up 12 points. And this is something that we could just literally refresh here and see. Yeah. Look, the S&P is actually 13 3/4 points now, right? And, yeah, everything is looking good. Of course, gold would kind of suffer a little bit here, right? Because that would be a little more certainty with the upside. We're not kicking the rock down the road, right? We're not kicking that. We're not delaying it. You know, the market is a little more certain now, and we're gonna be able to move on track with the data that we've been waiting for. But the pain on the market. That's already been priced in. We got some serious downsides. I mean, what was it? A 1,300 point on Ethereum. Yeah, that and many other things, guys. So yeah, why don't I ask you guys to give me just a few minutes here. If you need to step out, that's okay. I can go ahead and do the at everyone and say I'm back. I just need to post that video and be done. Okay, guys, so Panda, let's see. May I ask what your setting on the Alpha Lite is? Absolutely. Yes, and that is definitely something that you should know because it is specific. So let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick. The Alpha Lite settings that I'm using are these here. Instead of me just reciting them to you, I'm going to go ahead and give them to you here over a 17-minute time frame. Okay, this is very, very specific. So let's go ahead and do XRP's Alpha Lite settings. I'm going to type it in for you guys. Okay, Alpha Lite settings. This is going to be 17-minute. This is for spot price. And let's go ahead and put the first image on this. And let's do, yeah, actually I didn't do anything else other than just the inputs. For the style, you know, that's just, it is what it is. But yeah, 315.7 is really what we're looking for. So here you go, guys. These are the official settings here for what I'm using on the XRP chart, which is giving us a really high probability hit. Right? It did take a bit of time to figure that bit out. Specifically because we've been Steve, you're very welcome, brother. Specifically because we've been so choppy, so finding a cool medium in a chop zone, that's specifically difficult. So okay, guys, let's why don't we do this? Yeah, just give me those 5-6 minutes, whatever that is, and I will add everyone should you need to step out, and I will get us to our nightly prep. How does that sound, team? Is that okay-ish? Is that okay-ish with you? Let me put the let's see. Lemmer saying you're amazing. Thank you. Was wondering why your videos were on a 17-minute time frame. Yeah, it is very very specific to the setup of XRP. It's a tailored setup to XRP specifically using the alpha LITE algorithm. And that's what I meant. That's what I meant on the emails when I would send them out, and giving the giving the what is it called, the instructions, saying make sure to pummel the road, right? Try the weird time frames, things that people don't really think of. That's where the algorithms would really shine, and they will show you great probabilities and stuff. But yeah, so far this has been pretty amazing. Yeah. So anyway, team, yeah, just give me those few minutes here, and we'll post it. We'll get this thing posted up here. And what I'm going to do is just lightly put on some tunes, because I don't need all that time in the world, and everything will be cool. But welcome back, everybody, and thank you so much for sticking around. I know my son is pretty sick right now, and I may actually have to take him tomorrow to urgent care, but I will see about getting us to the trade first. And then we'll move on. I may not be able to stay too long in the trade, guys, as I will be in the hospital or urgent care with him. Okay, team, I love you all very much. And let's hang out for just a bit. And I will post up this video here for everybody to enjoy. Thank you, guys. Love you. See you in just a few minutes. Check one, check two, check three, check. Okay, team. Quick question, team. Did anyone play the SPX or SPY during today's analysis before I had to leave with my son? Did any? I know that there was a few people kind of watching the live positioning and stuff like that. But did anyone benefit from that at all by chance? Please let me know in the chat right now if you ended up playing it with me. But you know, it's that was I gotta say that if you did, that required a lot of courage because that was not an easy look. You know, specifically when things were looking really bullish, and you can tell how things were looking incredibly bullish. But despite that price action, I was still on the opposition and thinking that this was still ready to make a low. And you know, luckily enough, and luckily enough, yeah, that was the. I hope I saved. I guess I hope I saved some people from buying at a what could have been a big corrective target. Right. That's all. That's all I really cared about in reality. Okay, team. So yeah, which is man. Imagine as prices going up and stuff, and then you get those fake outs, and it still goes up, and you have this guy over here that you're listening to, and he's saying that it's going down. Like, I can almost imagine the oh, dude, thought Zeus, let's go. um, I can almost imagine what that feels like, though. You know, like it's just like who hired this guy type of thing. You know what I mean? It's just the markets play out the price the way they will, you know, and that's really the whole idea behind it. And yeah, guys, the reason we should probably continue just doing our analysis is because of this. You can see that this thing still has the 14 minutes, so I'm going to leave this up. I want to leave this up here on the screen to the right of me, and as soon as this is done, then we'll just go ahead and just post it real quick, right? You know, that one takes just about a minute or two, and we'll get our little dance going. So, but yeah, that's just really what I wanted to say to you guys real quick. Let me put on my headset, guys. Hold on, let's get this thing started. MSAI is going to be the first one that we look at today. And also, if you see Chop, definitely I'm sure that it would be ideal for us to look at SUI for him, right? That was a SUI. And let me know, guys, if you do see him there. And also prepare your requests, whatever it is that you have, and we will continue on with the analysis. But I expect, guys, a pretty nice upside, and we'll go ahead and validate that as well, because sometimes those things can be a little bit, they can be a little manipulative, right? But enough of crouching over the mic. Hold on just a sec. Let me put it on, sit down, and get our thing going here, guys. Just a moment. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So the last time, I'm sorry, Daryl said that Daryl said that I spoke about the ticker not too long ago, and oh oh nice, look at that. Yeah, but man, how is that ever gonna? We did get the bottom side of that WLFI, and it's now jumping, right? It's just it. Yeah, nice. No liquidity grab, right, guys? It literally just came down to this point right here at 1392. Sorry, guys, I digress, right? It was just right down here, right in the middle, and it bounced out. But we were pretty right, within the resistances and all that stuff. So that's good. Yeah, no problem, brother, no problem. You know what? Why don't we just start lining them up right now and not digressing away from our dues here. Yeah, well, let's see the time here. Okay, good. All right, so yeah, let's do that real quick. Oh yeah, you guys were talking about ACH sharp. Man, this thing is dangerous, guys. Anyway, so yeah, let me put up here the ticker. What was it? I don't think I looked at it in this chart though, brother. It was MSAI. I'm gonna guess. I just don't know where that chart is, but it doesn't matter. We should probably look at this thing as a whole new setup anyway. Okay. I will see it like this, right? And we'll do the, oh, is that the one? Oh, it was on that chart. Yeah, then I know what, I think I know what it is. Hold on. Yeah. And UVB, guys, it's following the play. It is absolutely following the play. I wouldn't put it past this one, guys. It's looking okay. MSAI. And I assume that LAES could be doing okay here, right? Okay, so the MSAI chart, I remember yeah, that was a 6-hour chart, huh? We were sitting around here, I think. And this would have been like some kind of a gap down. And it didn't bounce, but in fact, it stayed within this area. Here's what I'm afraid of on this. Right away. Actually, tell me what the 24-hour price is on this. If there's any time, can we please glance at CoreWeave? Yes, Lioness. Hold on just a moment. I will. Yeah, I know that I'm actually getting out of control now. Hold on just a sec. So we had the MSAI. Then hold on, guys. Where is it? Hold on. Oh, you know what I could do is probably just nail it on this. Hold on. I want to see if I had that one. Super diverse chart. This one. Okay. Let's do it like this. I'm gonna, even though this is a whole new, well, let me just do it like this then. Screw it. And then from here, yeah, from here we'll do that thing. That's gonna be TA, and we'll do the fast version, right, guys? Because we've been pretty okay with the fast version. What do you guys say? What do you guys say about that? TAO and ATH. Guys, when you give me crypto tickers, please make sure to tell me which broker, and if you want to do USD or Tether, right, guys? High lows. I got you. Oh yeah. No, what we're gonna do is when we get a bunch of requests like this, we can just automatically default to the to the quick version, right? Quick version. And guys, so yeah, so for those of you who are asking me for the crypto tickers, the fire tickers, there we go. Heck yeah. Please go ahead and enlighten me here with what broker it is and if it's against USD or Tether. Okay, guys. So the video is ready to post. Just give me about shy of 2 minutes or something. Let me go ahead and post that up now, guys. Just a moment. I also have another idea, guys. I also have another idea to speed it up even faster. Are you guys willing to hear that? Let me know in the chat. The ticker requests. Okay. So the idea for me to move it along faster is like, for example, the crypto side. Yes, let me know what broker and what you're doing. Like if it's going to be Tether or whatever, or if it's just going to be against USD and the broker, right? So Binance, Bybit, Mexi, Coinbase, they all have different price, right? They're all arbitrary, or they could be. So aside from that, and for equities, you don't have to tell me that. Of course, it just if on equities you're doing if on equities you want to give me something, just tell me if it's an OTC. If it is, and that's it. If it's not, then it doesn't matter. Just give me the ticker. But the faster way would be for you to tell me what time frame. So if you're looking at like for tomorrow, you would just say the daily, right? So if you want to see, if you're swinging this, tell me what it would be for like the weekly, and you can say like, give me the weekly and the hourly. You know what I mean? So this way I'll be able to understand what kind of play you're in or what kind of play you want, right? And then we could move this along way faster, because if you guys haven't noticed, sometimes you guys are just long holding, and I'm giving you the price action from the 2-minute time frame. And then at the end of that, you're telling me, yeah, it's okay, I still got like 4 months out. So, but I just spent like 20 minutes on giving you a whole like breakdown and analysis from everywhere. You know what I mean? So spare me that time, and let me know if it's going to be like a big swing, or if it's just going to be a day trade or whatever that is. Give me the time frame that you want me to analyze, and all that information, right, with your request, and we will be able to move along way faster, guys. I promise you that this could be efficient, and we could cover way more tickers and observe others that you may even be interested for opportunities. This could be a good thing. Taya, what's up, buddy? I love you. Good to see you in here. Mama, I see you in there. Good to see you. Good to see you come in. You like the idea of financial? Okay, great. So my moderators or my admin, please remind people that come in and ask me for tickers. Remind them to add the information needed. It's just remember for an equities ticker like just your stock, just if it's an OTC, right? Let me know plus the time frame that you want, right? If it's a crypto, I need to know the broker, and if it's like USDT or if it's going to be against USD, right? So USDT is usually for futures contracts, so that would be the whole basis of it. Plus the time frame, right? Plus the swing or the day trade or whatever that is. You can even ask me like, what do you think it's going to do over the next like 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, Okay, guys. So if you could, just like the way that Eagle Eye just posted up there, right? Go ahead and start adding them just like that. DGB Tether 1 month time frame is that the only thing that you're missing is just what broker, right? Binance, Bybit, MEXC, Coinbase, BitGet, Kraken, all that stuff. Just don't tell me in another comment. Just replace it, right? Because then I can see in one chat what that is. Spy for tomorrow. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, Lioness saying CRWV high low, quick glance. Oh, okay, so that would be your day trade, right? Cool. Spy for tomorrow. That's a day trade for me. Easy. All right, perfect. And I think Michelle, you said I remember you saying the TAO but add the rest of the info if I missed it. So yeah, the ticker symbol, either Tether or USD, and give me the broker and the time frame. And that way, guys, I don't have to ask you all these questions and interview you and cavity search you. You know what I mean? We could just dump right into it and let's go, right? That's going to be a high efficiency way to do this. Let me just make sure that I locked in all of the posts here, guys. Just give me a few seconds and we'll get this thing officially started. Especially now, since we're going to get a pretty nice bull run, guys. I think now would be a great. Yo, bro, I definitely want to make sure to stop cavity searching here. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to. That's not my job. So let's move it along, guys. Yeah, I think everything's posted good. Let me just get a sip of water, then that's it. Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna search. Let's see, Michelle. Yeah. Oh yeah, you are typing. Okay, good. All right, guys. Let me just get a sip, and so I can just blab out like crazy. Lioness, thank you. I appreciate that so much. Okay, yes, I love that. I'll catch you mañana, buddy. Thank you for everything, my brother. I'm just allocating the tickers so I can get this thing started and just like rapid fire them now that I know like now that I know like what to look out for. This is gonna make everything a lot easier. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's. And I know that when I do DGB, you said, what did you say? 1 month, right? I'll know already what kind of trade you're asking me based on the time frame that you're looking for. You sure? You sure on that one, buddy? I have LES ready here. But yeah, me too. We hit that macro bottom, bro. Like this would be it. Oh yeah. Okay. Yes. It's killing zombies on Packer Punch. Is that yeah? You see him there? That's interesting. Okay. So on the roster, yeah, if I can rapid fire these, this is gonna be super cool. Now I know, right? So we got yeah, we got well, MSAI, right? MSAI. I already know Daryl, so I'm you know I know his swing strategy on this. So Daryl, MSAI, we're gonna do TAO. We got ATH. These are both daily or day trades. Got a monthly time frame, long swing on this potential investment if it does get high enough, right? DGB. QQQ, there's going to be a bi-daily time, so this it's a it's a potentially a week swing or less. Also, probabilities of expiring this week. So GS and Tesla potentially expiring this week or the 21st. So I already kind of know and feel that kind of play. All these three, since they're 2 days, they could be either expiries this Friday or next Friday. And if we have enough time, what about we get into LAES? Can I get some feelings on that? LAES, Rivian. Yeah, let me go ahead and put LAES. And then we also have the Rivian chart like right over here too, right? Let me see, let me see, let me see. Yeah, we met that topside target for sure. Damn. Okay. So, oh man, we got to 1819, and actually, where did it get to? What's the high that it got to? Oh man, it got super close. I had an 1886 target. This thing reached 1826. Very good stuff. Yeah. So LAES. Let me see how far we can push it. Right. Yeah, that's good, guys. Like, I mean, we could stack the tickers and all that stuff and see how. Let's just test it. Let's see how far I can take things, right? So let me see, where was the LAES? Is this that okay? So here's the bundle of tickers, right? So starting from this one here, MSAI, we got the bundle here. Then we got the LAES, Rivian, and potentially that SSRM ticker, right? Actually, that would be, oh yeah, is that what it is? SSRM mining, SSR mining, right? It's the gold ticker, dude. The ES is ripping right now, bro. My goodness. And wait, hold on, I'm missing one. SPY. That should have been earlier. That's yeah. We're looking for, yeah. So it's gonna be MSAI SPY, and then we're gonna go to TAO and all that good stuff, guys. Perfect. Yeah, I remember now. All right, so yeah, we're gonna put. Let me see. MSAI was already on this chart here, right? So I'm gonna take this. Where was it? Where was it? This here. And I'm gonna take this and put it as the SPY. Yeah, Kareem, I got you. I got you. I remember you were like way at the beginning. No problem. Okay, there we go. There we go. Lioness. Let's see, where'd dang. If I'm gonna, Lioness, I feel like I almost owe you to do this because you're helping me so much. Guys, I'm gonna accept no. I'm gonna accept yes as an answer and no as I'm not gonna accept it. But are you guys okay if I put a Lioness's ticker CRWV? She wants a quick look after the SPY ticker. So MSAI SPY CRWV. Kick your butt if you say no. And you know what I'm saying? CoreWeave. I know that there's a lot of people. I know Lioness, but I know that there's a lot of people in this, and this is like, this could be actually a pretty obvious trade. Yeah. So no, it's okay. Okay, great. So I got a better idea. We're just gonna do it now. Here we go. So CRWV. We're gonna. Michelle, you're crazy. It's because of the day you're in. Fine. All right. So CRWV guys, this if I can get somebody to give you the 24-hour price on this, yeah, come on. You can't be doing this. You can't be helping me like this hard and not expect me to, prefer you like this. Ridiculous. That is not spoken of here, not accepted. But yeah, let's take a look at the 24-hour book real quick. And I know that you're looking for this as what time frame? Is this just for the next day? 86.50 is already up. That's what I meant. So this is what you actually consider a double bottom. No way, a triple bottom. Guys, this is really likely a retracement of time. So if the, hold on, Lioness, I got this one already. I already see what's going on with this though. Daily time frame close, your daily time frame closing here pretty soon. Let me see what else we got. The 4 days a new open, 5 day, and your bi-weekly, right? So let's just say that you were trading this for like a week long, right? Which I think you may be. This is already pushing a dollar, some odd, right, out of the 941. And that tells you that this already is gathering some speed towards the upside. I doubt highly that this is going to break your 8408 because this is your macro bottom. This is demand here. And since the markets are already doing their little thing, I think you're in a good place. So now it's like, I believe it's, yeah, there you go. This would be it. This is it. Targets for tomorrow. I'm thinking that you're reaching 93.98 based on your 3-week closure coming in 1 day and 14 hours. Yeah. And your macro low on this? Sure. We can peekaboo below the 84.40, but 84.40 would be your low on this. Just make sure that you don't get any major closures like a 4-hour close, right? If you look at a 4-hour close closing beneath that 85.43, that's bad news, okay? And the short-term indications for that or implications to that would be that you would drop down into this target here of 64.77 before a bounce, okay? So is that... is that like okay, right? You asked me for like a really short-term outlook, and I think that this, if it succeeds, I believe this would come back down again. And actually, it would be maybe a 50% run to around your 89, 88, potentially 90, of course, because psychology. And then this would bounce to the upside. But remember that I am telling you here that this is an imminent danger. Should it be, these are the most dangerous entries that anyone could ever try, right? Inflection point entries are the most dangerous because this could push 3-week ATR low. It's not even available here, right? Let me look at your bi-weekly ATR. Okay, at least that one has it, right? And your bi-weekly ATR, let's see, bi-weekly just... Yeah, it's a new bi-weekly bar. So let's see, 75.58 is your bi-weekly bar. The ATR low on that. So that's currently the kinds of things that you could be up against here. So please be careful as you trade this and as you participate in the market with this. Right, this could lead towards the downside, but it doesn't feel like it is. It feels like it's going to be kind of a macro bounce here. Okay. So, Daya saying below 84.40 would fulfill Elliott Wave's the corrective requirements, even by a penny. Let's go. All right. You are long on it. Well, that's what I'm telling you, is that this is the most dangerous area that you could be long, and also the most. This could be the floor. This could very well be the floor, and this could be the most profitable trade you've ever been into, though. Because usually when you're dropping like this how long have you been dropping for? For real, this has been dropping since October 16th, and now we're just we're just about a month later coming down into that triple bottom here. That usually is pretty bullish, usually. All right. So, and you're overextended in a few time frames too. So I think me personally speaking, yeah. Your first, and then if like just a quick one for you, right? Because you were talking about holding long on this, but bounce from that 84 bottom, right? Experience some resistance anywhere between the 88.30 and your 90.81. These zones here could be the ones to kind of invalidate or just have you quadruple bottom per se, right? But yeah, there's all of this here are just the resistances that you're going to have to combat. But usually when you're trying these bottoms, these small time resistances don't matter. Like, these are just going to get torn out of the way. And this would be essentially a gigantic bear trap and liquidity grab, because you look at all these candles, right? See all of these? They're all stopping. The bodies are no lower than this point here. All of the bodies, right? So that means that these are just liquidity grabs. And the last time you touched this target, which you're just about there, you had an explosion from 84.40 all the way up to this relative top at $125. Pulling back this to just around this area to validate at around 104 later took you all the way to $153. I think you're okay, but it is dangerous, okay? That's all I'm going to say. So, but yeah, I'm just going to keep these little receipts here for you, and we're done with CRWV. Let's go ahead and paste let's paste these receipts. Next, but yeah, see what I mean? Like, even the other tickers may not take that long, because I'm not going over the macro analysis. I'm going over just what I'm being asked to go over, and that's it. That makes things a bit, it makes things a bit more controlled for me. So, all right. Let's see. Okay, perfect. So yeah, let me go ahead and share this with you here, but I just need to give the chart a little more breathing room so you can at least see like what's what. There we go. Okay, perfect. Now let me take that screenshot and let's get it. Here we go, guys. So this is going to be ticker symbol CRWV. Hold on. Did I? Guys, I posted that video, right? Okay, yeah, I did. Oh man, I get nightmares with that, man. Okay, so yeah, let me start the lounge at everyone mentioned, and I also attached the XRP chart there. So let me grab that. Dude. Okay, let's go into my screenshots are there. Okay, good. Which one's this one here? That's XRP. Perfect. Yeah. And let me post this also in the lounge. Okay. Michelle asked to rearrange Tao. She's patient enough to wait, because it's like freaking 1 PM where she is, or something, And then, like, freaking Sebastian over there is like getting to work right now. So MSAI SPY. Let's go ahead and get this thing going with MSAI. Bro, if you don't mind, I may actually, well, the resistances are actually relevant. Yeah. These are not psychological resistances. Okay, perfect. I have an opinion for you. Hold on, buddy. Hold on, okay? Let me just get a sip of water here. Okay, that was it right there. Get that boy started. Okay. So, yeah, one thing I was going to give you as far as like a warning, bro, was actually this here. I'm going to get rid of the trajectory because that's obviously whatever it was. But let me go into like something like the 12-hour, right? Just like this, and getting rid of everything. This is, you know, not always is it the best look having regression like this, right? I will tell you that there is a probable invalidation of this. The trend that I just gave you, right? The formation that I just gave you may already be invalidated. And I will show you why, because this would be a bear pennant, right? And with a fake out, just kind of like brewing in there. It would be something along the lines of the like kind of like this here. But if you notice where these I couldn't even use this unless I used the the tiniest little wick up here with all the technicalities in the world, right? If I used it like this and then extended the lines as far as I could, like it would be here, right? And then use this, which has a nice regression as well. Well, that would entail on this triangle being a 100% utilization. This is, for me, this is a complete invalidation. I don't like that. Which makes me believe that the triangle that it's actually trading is a bit more hidden than we think. And that could be identified within maybe a smaller time frame. And let me see if I could identify that. So if I do like a 4-hour, let's see. Yeah, even a 6-hour could. Let me see the 8-hour. All of these time frames can do that. It's just, it looks better with a little more grain in there, right? But this trend line would identify support, right? You have the closing bases, opening bases here, support and support from those two bars, and now you're introduced to a right-angled triangle, which in this manner you would solve the whole problem with the regressions. So let me bring this down to I need more granular. I just need it to be more granular here. Okay. I don't think I should. Oh man, no way. That actually could be it. I don't usually lead like that. And that was already really close. Okay, so if this is it here, right? This is your right angle triangle. And you already have the breakout kind of happening. Right? So in this case, you're also setting up the exit strategy, being the inverse head and shoulders. Right? So if you're going to build this inverse head and shoulders, then I can already kind of see how this is going to, probably play out. Let me just put that there for future reference, right? Because I got a little lazy there. All right. So inverse head and shoulders, you definitely have the, hang on, hang on. You have, you have a higher low. You do have a higher low here. That indicates 100% of your local resistance could be up here. It could also be at 131. Hold on, hold on. There's something that's, there's something that's bothering me. Are you, Daryl, are you already long this? Okay, hold on. Sorry, this one's taking me a little longer. Sorry, guys, hold on. I just want to make sure. If I notice something like this, guys, I really do have to put it down. 119 average. Where is it now? It's at 120. Shit. This has properties. I think it's a bear trap. I think it's a bear trap, but it's freaky. It is very, very freaky. I barely caught it, and I'm happy that I did. I have to tell you about this. Yeah. Holy crap, dude. It's not, and I know that I think that it's a bear trap because it's not validated yet. You would need a reclaim, and here it is. There's actually two supports on this, but you have not gotten the second. Actually, you have. Okay, you already got the second touch of this thing. This is a bear pennant. This is a bearish play within a bullish play. A smaller time frame usually leads. But I'm willing to bet that they're not looking at it like this. They're looking at it like this. Thus rendering this formation invalidated or not validated just yet. This would need to reclaim structure and test your test number 2. I know they're not that clever. This would need a test number 2. Then this would again, kind of regress, and after this point, you would then be approaching your 50%. Sorry, 60. Your 60 to 65% to the apex, and then this would break down. This is your last saving hope, and the markets. If this is confluent to the SPY, this is a very good thing. Otherwise, brother, otherwise, I have to warn you. This is a very, 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 very tricky setup. Super tricky and very impressive. Otherwise, this is absolutely what could be observed right now. This could also just be your. This could also just be your. Hold on. What the heck is happening on this? This is insane. Yeah, there's also this. Let me show you this. Man, this is cool. I like it, you know, because it presents this kind of challenge. But I really do enjoy this one. This is also the case here. So you have a double head, right? You have this as a head, shoulder and shoulder, as an inverse head and shoulder, and this is your overall like V-shaped recovery, which now makes me want to look at a freaking monthly. 50% retrace, prior bar, pump to the upside. Oh, dude, this is very bullish. Okay, it's a bear trap. It's a gigantic bear trap. Yep, that's where I'm landing, buddy. This is one huge bear trap, and very likely is being displayed in two forms, right? You have your large pennant, you know, starting from this here to around this, whatever that is. Sorry, I know that I'm in the way. We're just gonna mark it red. Yeah, this one's tough, bro. This is not an easy one, and it's very impressive. And I mean, yeah, I guess it could have been from. It actually could have been from here, and it, you know, we can get this to be as ridiculous as that here. You know, some people do that, you know, and some people see this, and it depends on how many people see it, then we're all good. So you have this, yeah, you have this regressive bear pennant here, and then you have your smaller time frame, this one here, right? That's also your bear pennant. So you have a buy formation. What people are not noticing is that this buy formation, bearish buy formation. So let me just go ahead and damn, let me get rid of this. We have to split this in two, okay? Sorry, team. There are more things going for the bullish side. Hold on. Okay. Bear group. Now, let me introduce to you the bull group, which is, I just realized right now how much stronger that is. It's way stronger, and it has an immediate short-term exit strategy. This is your bull group here, right, and this is your large shoulder, right? So we can I'm going to make sure that when we do look at this again and we refer back to it, that we know what it is that we're actually looking for here, right? Instead of you know, doing these like a bunch of times, I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this. And that's good there. Okay. Perfect. Inverse head and shoulders, right? So we have didn't we say we had another? Sorry guys, didn't we say we had another? Oh, it was the inverse head and shoulders, right? We have this triangle here. Okay, so yeah, this is a bullish tri formation breakout, and it has an immediate short-term exit strategy. This is your bear trap, and a potential V-shaped recovery, which is sorry, that is a quad formation strategy. Wow. So the retrace of the monthly time frame since it just started, this is crazy. This is just a maniacal. I mean, this is like evil, evil bull trap. You know what I mean? Bear trap, sorry. Evil bear trap. Wow. Okay. Let's do it. Yeah, that's all that I needed to figure out. This one was crazy, man. This is actually crazy. So, regression on your let's do the macro targets real quick because I know you'll wait. Right hand shoulder would be right about this is like the center here, right? Yeah, it's these targets here, right? So that's good. The smaller time frame one, let's do that. We saw the regression kind of like this here, right? Yes. And this would be the target for it, just about here. Right hand shoulder would be, the middle would be right about here, I assume. And yeah, that's this target here. It's in here. They should have earnings this week. Oh man, let's go. And then your more immediate, I guess a more immediate target would really be, we didn't reclaim anything of this, right? Yeah. So it would be this candle here to this low. This is your breakout target. Technically speaking, we haven't reached it just yet, but it would be about this point. Like 129-ish, yeah. Okay, and now the center of your triangle would be just about here. Yeah. And then the last target would be just about this point right here. Nice. Sorry, guys. Okay. Nice, man. Nice. So breakout area was, yeah, we said it was just about this point here. So this would be, yeah, very similar. It's the 50% between these two. So still the same. And let's go ahead and just move this to the side. And we know that these are like the ones for the triangle, right? And your larger target would be also placed from that same breakout and this too, right? In fact, that's your perfect target to this point. Everything is rhyming pretty nicely here, guys. Everything is rhyming pretty nicely. So I wouldn't doubt that this is getting ready, brother. But I know you're swinging this, right? So this is, I have a feeling here that you're doing okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, this is good. Thanks for the challenge on this one, buddy. This one was very challenging. Let me see your 6 hour real quick. I just want to make sure that I don't want to dupe you. You know what I mean, buddy? Extended hours. These are all 50% pulls. Upside bias on that 12. Upside bias on the 8, 6. Daily time frame, very likely an upside. Huge acceleration. Yeah, dude, this is not done. Green bar close. Still. And yeah, this is all part of your monthly retrace. I like it. I like it, bro. Should there be any pain in the market? Of course, right? It could always drop into that area of around 113 to around 110. But overall, dude, this is looking really good. So let me see. I'm not sure if it's going to do this whatsoever, but yeah, 113 to 110 entry condition, and I'm done with this now. Entry, what? Whoa. Corrected, right? 114. to about 110. That's the potential entry condition on this. Should it be that it gets there? Okay, brother. So yeah, from this point here, yeah, we would just do the man, what the heck. We would just do the direction of the market, right? So this would probably do like an upside first validation of either your 120 to around 121 and 122. I would say, yeah, your tops there. This would come and back test, you know, potential entry conditions down here. It's still valid for an inverse head and shoulders. And this would then start popping out. First targets to the upside, sure. 129 could be hit, even shy of that, right? 128. This would pull back the market. We can validate this actually, right? The regression all the way again. So that would be like a 117 before this thing starts really popping off. And following that, yeah, I think that we would be able to reach the the 140 to about 145 target. I'm gonna look at the ATR on this, but from this point here, we would come back down to around this area here of 124. 124 validates, and then yeah, we continue to do this crazy little dance here, and it's looking good in my personal opinion. It's looking good. Also, you have the yeah, but you already know this. So this is a multiple phase breakout or reversal. You know, so I mean, no problem here, man. This thing is a beast. There we go. Let me just keep on that. Is this cool, brother? Was that good? I know that you're going to be holding for a while, right? Or whatever you do usually. So that's why I gave you this, the way that I did. Love you, buddy. I hope, and you know I messed up on you today anyway, too. So I wanted to kind of compensate for that too, my brother. Of course, bro. Of course. You're very welcome. So yeah, let me put this down just like this here, and then we will continue on. We will continue on that on the speed on the speed ones, right? The speed tickers, speed curves. So this is going to be ticker symbol MSAI. Let me add it to the lounge, dude. Yeah, that one was tough, bro. This was really actually tough. All right, so that was MSAI. Kareem was, I got you on that SPY ticker. She was one of the first ones after Michelle, or before Michelle, actually. Thank you, Lioness. That one was a little tough. I'm not gonna lie. That one did take a bit of attention, right? Because of its, and also because I messed up on my boy. I need to make sure to take care of him. Extended hours on this, okay. Yeah, I'm going to look at the ES on this and erase everything that the SPY has. Okay, let me go to the daily of the ES on the side. Okay. Team, would you mind if I did this ticker like I could really benefit from doing what I'm going to show you here from my perspective for speed, you know, for speed purposes. But I can leave it on one? I can leave it on one, right? But SPY is at 684.65. That's good to know. 684. Wait, no, wait, the 24-hour? Oh, yeah. I guess it would be 684.65. That's pretty good there. Yeah, guys, what I was going to ask is if you wouldn't mind, I can actually benefit from doing this like this, you know, having the ES on one side and the SPY on this side. I know, but it looks very small, right? Those of you that are using phones, it's tiny, right? Just could you tell me what it looks like if you just if you put it on wide, like not on portrait? Yeah, right. Imagine. I mean, specifically this because this is, these are part of the benchmark, so they look very alike. You know, these are commonly these are commonly very 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 alike. Oh, you got a 14-inch tablet. I see. Yeah, you could see that. 684.65 now, right? Okay. All right, guys. Good. Then yeah, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna do them like this quickly because I can see the reflections of the ES and then how it may happen with the SPY. I just need to pee real quick, guys. Like so bad. Hold on, okay? guys, I got a little distracted. I got a little distracted right now because I just received two emails. And I noticed that one of them, you know, I always try to watch out with this because there's always a bunch of scams. But BitUnix and Caleb and Brown both are offering me partnerships. They're both broker exchanges. 550, dude. Yes. Yeah, guys. So I just wanted to point that out. Man, okay, guys. Yeah, it's looking pretty good for the ARCABULLS here pretty soon. Let's go. Yeah, you know what? It's not really about like who use it's more about the exposure and the opportunity that's presented with it, you know, because there are many other people who use the platform, and the representatives also go up to that they go up to many email lists, and they say we have you know, we are partnered with ARCABULLS, people like this and people like that, and you know, in order for us to, you know, in order for them to get more clientele, and in doing so they're exposing me to more and more potentials while paying me, you know. But we have to find out if BitUnix has a broker connect with TradingView. I'm going to tell them the whole thing about Phoenix, just like that, and or Caleb and Brown. So both of them, we're going to check out here, guys. We're going to check out if they have the broker connect. If they do not have broker connect with TradingView, then I'm not gonna do it. But now, guys, but now we have two new broker exchanges trying to partner with us as of this second. Literally, I just got the emails from them, and one of them I know is legit because this it's like 3 years ago or something. I was so precise on AMC and GME that I think one of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, I think, she ended up following me, and I noticed that she's following this guy from BitUnix. So I was like, oh my goodness, like she won't just follow anyone, you know? So this is cool. Anyway, good deal, right? Let's see what's up. Hey guys, I had to go pee real quick. It was my goodness, my legs were shaking, damn it. Okay, let's do it. I know that the print is really small, guys. It's really just for me to make sure that I can. Oh yeah, they're 4 feet from you and it's heaven. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't even know. Like, yeah, I don't really follow that too much at all, actually. But let's. Arca, is it possible when Alpha Light gives a buy or sell signal that you can get an alert? Yes, I think so. Yes, I believe that you can do that through an email service too. I'm gonna. Can you send me a DM and make sure to remind me on that, because I do think I know how to do that. It wouldn't be something as like, you know, it wouldn't be something as like simple as hold on. Yeah, yeah. No, never. Yeah, no, never mind. I really thought that I could do it through what we can do. We can do it like through this area here, where you do a webhook, like a and you know it'll be something like where you send it to like your uh the buy and sell. Like it could probably send it to you directly. I'll see if I can figure that out. That would be really cool. Like notify in app and send email too. Like it would probably have two different ways of sending it to you. Let's yeah, that's a good question though, buddy. So yeah, let's get that figured out, and then we'll do our little do here. Yeah, right. That could be a good thing. But anyway, team, yeah. So we're looking at and Panda, dude. Thanks, dude. I appreciate you. If you already know, I was going to ask you. Present price, guys. Can you give that to me one more time on SPY? SPY is sitting 684.62, or is it a little higher? Actually, a little lower now, I believe, right? It looks like we just got a little bit of a drop here. 684.25. Okay. Okay, perfect. 684.25. That's your new daily on this. That pulls up, resists from around 684.80, 684.86. Then this pulls back the market to see about, did we get a buy daily close on this? Not yet. That's very interesting. 5-day time frame already coming up. Okay. Okay. So number one, yeah, this area here where we are sitting on the SPY, that is presently a support. So this right in here, that's a support. So I have to put this, I have to put the next down, okay? Because this it is kind of a, it is a gap. So the 680 the support total is what I need to is what I need to give you here, because the entry condition could be a bit wide on this. It's just it's outside, right? It's outside of those bounds completely on a daily time frame. So this would give you 680 683.35-ish, right? To just about 682.21. And the upper 684.10 now. Okay, cool. Yeah, that would be the rejection. It's coming down. So yeah, this would be coming down to a support, and a support does have, yeah, this has a range, and this is going to be very similar to the Q2. So I could actually just knock all those out in one shot. I could just literally just copy them all. This is your focus within price. Okay, 682.99. Hold on, I'm going to start putting them in. $682.99. That's 683. Screw it, let's just do it like that. 36. It should have been 35 though, whatever. Or yeah, let's do it like that. Or 8, sorry. There we go. And the lower bound, hang on. I need to adjust it. There we go. Holy crap. Yeah, I can't even put targets on this. It'll just be the bottom one. Okay. This right here would be a very technical entry. Is that the 35 on this? It's 34 on that. I don't know why I corrected it that way. Okay, cool. And then this one was based on this support here. So yeah, that support is fine. Is it actually that though? Let me see. The closing valuation of this would be 683. Okay, so 683 flat. That one was 683.34. And this last one, 682. Is that the high of 19? 18. There we go. And then this one would be down here. Oh, I was looking at the wrong one. Sorry, guys. There we go. Okay, perfect. So these are the entry conditions with the higher probability entry up here. And I'm going to put this as the yellow focused zone, right? And unfortunately, liquidity on this is, oh, dude. Yeah, liquidity on this is actually located very, very shy of that 680 bottom. So I'm going to put that there. Okay, so yeah, this would be upside. Yeah, I see it already. I do. Validations technically did happen here. Guys, there's a zone on that liquidity bottom. Yeah, that's also a thing. And it may not reach it here. I'm just saying that this is an area of liquidity that we have to respect, but it may actually not even reach it. Yeah. And I'm going to leave this one in blue too, right? Just like we always do. There we go. We'll put this one just about this point here. Yeah. And then this boy, we'll put it right about there. Okay. Focus is still up here. I don't think 684.04. Yeah. Yeah, good stuff. I would imagine it would be doing that. Okay. I like it. I like it. So, yeah, we're looking at this from a gap up in the morning. That gap up would just be corrective though, right? It's just a close. It really is just sometimes that we need to see the gap closure, and that's really it. So I'm going to say that this would be coming down, right, from your 684s. We set up to 86 even, right? So yeah, this would be coming down from that area there. 684.20, that would have bounced to get around a 684.66 resistance. This drops into the zone of about 680. Let me see. There is a gap here, right, that it can use in the immediate short term. That'll be a 684.04 to just about 684.02. Bounce on that. You'll get a resistance at around 684.25, maybe even a little bit higher. Continuation is likely. Another bounce from this point to validate again at the 684.25, then entry conditions would start. Right around this point is where we start making those critical decisions. So, and seeing that this area on I don't think I need that anymore. this is an area, guys. This is a high probability zone to prevent price from going any lower. It's just a high probability, but my opinion is telling me still that we could actually come back down to this area. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. But this can absolutely invalidate the downside. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it in between like this, and we would potentially reject. I don't know that we're going to reach the liquidity bottom like whatsoever. All right, guys. So this rejection would be a pretty big rejection to the point where it takes you from that bottom end all the way up to maybe 684, like two point jump, and then it would feel like it's going to want to do like a double bottom again on this, right? But yeah, it looks like it's going to be kind of a volatile day tomorrow too. That point, guys, we would then continue into what I think could be our new highs, and I think that the highs for tomorrow, we just have to break above this area here. Gotta break above that 685.88. And if we open the market at around 680, I'm sorry, if we open the market around this 680, 683, 684, this is what would happen. Quick rejection here to validate somewhere at the 50% on this area, if not right back down to this point around 684s, right? Where we kind of were sitting, because that support is nice, right? There's a lot of stuff in there, but I think the 50% would be more valid. Just about this area here, 684.83. This would then launch us to above 690. I think that we would probably go, yeah. I think that we might try. We might actually try for the highs tomorrow. For this up here. CPI 830. Okay. That is true. Okay. So that's what I'm, oh my goodness, that daily. And your buy daily still had it. It still has it. 50% prior bar retrace. Man, guys, I think in 2 days or maybe 1 day or something, I feel like this, I mean, I don't know if we're going to beat it in the first shot, guys. That's always unlikely, but there is a chance here that, I mean, this is sort of speaking, the data overall that I'm reading, guys, is sort of saying that we are about to blow the roof. And historically and all that good stuff. But okay, that's just what I'm going to say here, team. You have a, let me just adjust your top end there, and that's it. That's pretty much it. So the SPY ticker. That's your resistance, and this is your resistance on the top end. No problem. I got you. I got you. Let me see this here. Yeah. This is incredibly powerful. I mean, actually powerful. Last of the tickers would, last of the receipts would just be about here. We'll make sure to color that red. Good deal. Here you go, guys. This is the SPY ticker. Now, hold on though, because I'm already on this. Okay, this is I gotta, yeah, let me see if I can speed through these. I think I still got another 6 or 7 to go. Destiny, hold on. So that's the SPY. And guys, somebody enlighten the people that are asking me for the tickers again. What the requirements are. Just the hold on. Let me post this thing. Okay. And what I was gonna say is that hold on. That's a 1 day, right? Wow. Yeah, it's slightly different, but it is there. Okay. So the difference here is this. That this is where I think the resistance is on the top end. And that's why I think the SPY may, well, that's why I think the SPY may go for a 700 when the QQQ may still try for higher, but then it'll get resisted somewhere up here. Your macro tops on this are actually insane. So yeah, this actually has two zones in comparison to the and I would actually have to do it like this. Actually, that 50% is perfect. Okay, perfect. There we go. Okay, and the Q resistance on that point. I see. Okay. Right around the 626.06, that would be it. My goodness, that's crazy. This is that secondary area of take profit. Yeah, so we have two zones, two official zones. And this has this liquidity. The liquidity on this is a zone and it's not a single target. That's cool. So that would be a liquidity zone equivalent to this. So this would be like this. Entry conditions on this would be based on the daily retrace. And that has a zone as well. Man, I really don't think it's gonna, I mean, I guess it could bear trap and it could just not touch the actual closing of the day. That would be ridiculous. But yeah, that last blue area there, that's the entry condition. And I will color this. That's going to be that green zone there. And the liquidity bottom on this is, yeah, this is also a zone. Okay. Yeah, all this is very similar. Jeez. there, and there. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this as liquidity, and that's just about it on this. So and now let's mark off the targets. Right. So that's gonna be 1. This is 2. That's 3. I'll come back to that liquidity zone down there. That would be entry condition 1. Okay. I'll do this backwards. Perfect. Perfect, and this. Okay. And to continue this, we'll do this here for take profits. And yeah, let me do these. Let me do the rest of these here. Okay. Like that. And like that. So what I'm thinking is this is going to drop from these points here. And give us the potential entry into that bottom point. I may be able to do it like this now. Let's see. Yeah, this would be coming down somewhere from 624, 623-ish. It may even be 625, right? So yeah, this would retrace early, like Euro Open, early hours, right? This would retrace towards like a 623.30, right? This would bounce and validate this 624.32 continuation. Would be, this would be the area to kind of get ourselves in position. But I don't know that we're going to reach that bottom side down there, right? It's always a big possibility because this, we just broke out of this here. So let's just say, yeah, let's just say that it's just in here. This is where it slightly differs from the SPY. And yeah, from here, this would be that moment where we start getting these critical highs. This type of critical high here, we may burst out of this. If we don't, right, it's just going to be a quick little retrace like this, get this high, and then we would come down all the way to like this point here, right? This would be a liquidity grab, bear trap, and this would then, I think, guys, I think that's going to be the signal to get us to like macro tops. And that's what I think is happening here. Okay, so around, yeah, I mean, if we open up around 625, this has just about $9.22. Yeah, these are your tops here. Okay, cool. Let me go ahead and take an image of this. So I just wanted to take care of those two next to each other since they're already there. So this is QQQ. Was that the SPY? Let me go into lounge. That was the SPY, okay. There's the Q. Yeah, there is. Sorry, sorry guys. Okay. Okay, so yeah, at this point, I believe we are. I believe we are here, right? At TAO, and you were asking for Michelle. You asked for the day, right? Let me see. Yeah, Michelle, let me know. You asked for the day. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. So yeah, if you're looking for just what it's going to do over the next day, this is. Let me test it against. Let me test it against BTC because it feels like it's a little inverse. Why the heck would that be? It's correlated perfectly on a 3 hour. Let me see your daily. It's correlating. Okay. Oh, is crypto coming down right now, or what was that? Oh, it sort of did, I guess, right? 250. Well, a little bit. Oh God, a death cross? Is that like? I mean, if they're not talking about this immediately, like on a daily time frame, then that doesn't matter. You know what I mean? But just for the heck of it, I will check on that. But let me see. So where are my BT averages? So far, yeah, but it's invalid. Yeah, see this? This is your 200. This is your 50. When the 50 crosses below the 200, it's a bearish thing. But the posturing is absolutely quintessential to how successful this is. Notice how the SMA 200 is upside, and notice how this is downside. That's easy. That's easy to cross over, right? It's easy to cross over when one moving average is moving up and the other one is coming down. That's the easiest thing you do. But what the validated one is when both are on a downside and then the 50 crosses on the way down. That is the difficult one to achieve. That is a true death cross, and this is invalid. I would, this is just this is me. When you're telling me this, that there's going to be a death cross on this, that doesn't mean anything to me. This means that it's about to bounce out of support from the SMA to continue. That's what it looks like to me. I hate it when people talk about things like that, man. It's just, dude, like, it's the moving averages are so like that's just it's not it. You know what I mean? Let me restart that camera and get a sip. Hold on, guys. Okay. So what I'm what I'm saying here, they can work differently, Lemmer. They could, but it's not. What I'm telling you is not a psychological bias. What I'm telling you is more of a mechanical bias, because if you are dropping, right, if you're dropping this SMA 200, I'm sorry, 50 into an upside of an SMA 200, that the momentum and volatility that are leading towards that is not strong enough. I'm speaking to you in like a, like, not through the belief of people, right? Through the belief of how the market is going to shift. Because despite the fact that these people are going to sell and sell and sell, that doesn't mean that the entire other side of the market isn't going to pressure everything up with it, which is going to completely short squeeze people. You know what I mean? So the dynamics of the whole are probably going to impact your immediate short term. And that's why it's important to see the mechanical side of that. It must be downside, both of them. And the person I learned that from, right? A lot of people know that I give a lot of credit to Eric Crown. So Eric Crown, I learned that from him for BTC, and he came from the equities world and only covers BTC. So he was a licensed market maker, in the NYSE. And since he left New York and all that stuff, he's just been covering BTC since then for years. I think 11 years now. And so statistically speaking, BTC does not react towards, it doesn't validate in opposition crossover like this. And then I started testing that in equities because I learned it for crypto, and it started working. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's such a typical thing. It's such a typical thing for retail to look at a 200 and a 50. It's a real general concept. But to me, this, like, what I'm seeing here is just what I'm seeing here is not only a monthly 50% retrace, right? Upside. I'm seeing that this is a perfectly distributed, like, your Newton's third law. This here to this is your action, and look where that 50% is and where we came to, right? And then we pull back, right, to test this area here, which just so happens to be the quarter point, right? So you come right back up and you start resisting at this area, because that is the area that we would be resisting from as we come back up. But we're holding support right here with a higher low on a daily, which means that this is a 100% retrace of your local highs. This being 111,284, and this being the second one, 116,333. This is a very high probability play. It's just that it's zigzaggy. It does kind of do its thing, but this is a mirror image of what price action would do. In retrospect. But okay, so anyway, guys, let's get back to the macro chart over here and look at TAO. So TAO, that's what I think it may be doing. It's a macro retrace. Yeah, this is very, very likely. Man, it could have even gone a little tiny bit lower, but this, in all fairness, that feels like that could have been it. You know what I mean? So, but it's just, I'm looking at the monthly on this because the target to the support is located from 352.90. Is this yeah, this is from 352.92. The support is located at 343. So that's why I'm looking at the monthly, is because I want to know how relative the support is based on a macro time. So if we could, there could be a benefit from this asset dropping a little more, but I'm not sure that it is. And I will say this would be your target to that downside should it have any more to go. This would be an outstanding entry for the asset. That would be between, yeah, let's just start marking it off now, right? What's going to stop us from whatever, right? So let's get these targets nice and placed. There we go. And let's label them. In my opinion, this would be a great potential entry condition on this. You know what I mean? And I'm not sure if it's going to do it. I'm not sure, but it's you know how the traditional markets come in, and there's always a lot of volatility in that in the AM. So this could be it here, right? I know that this is going to give me some trouble later on when I make it smaller. And yeah, but as long as it holds support at this 353 or 350, 350, 330s, as long as it holds that support, this thing is likely not going down. But yeah, so if we can get down into those 333s, right, this thing would pick up a lot of steam for an upside here. But this was potentially your 50%, 30 to 50% prior bar retrace. You're looking at a true green outside bar, bullish engulfing to this here. Right, and it's bullish engulfing outside bar truly for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what I mean? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least you have 5 months of bullish engulfing, and then you also have true green outside bars for then the 6 month, 7 month, and maybe even the 8th month. This is stupid bullish. Okay, guys, this is really strong. And this was a bear trap here, and also a liquidity grab disguised all as a triple bottom. And yeah, this is actually, guys. You know, this is this. You know, it really is kind of drawing something like this here, guys. Like, this is really what it kind of is overall, right? So we'll just favor like the body here, but this is what this thing is practicing, right? This is a falling wedge. Later, Dan. I'll see you, buddy. You be safe, man. So yeah, and you know, obviously this is a gigantic outlier, right, guys? We can't use this. There's not one candle that has this. Statistically speaking, we have to remove that as an outlier, and then let me surprise you even more, right? Then you have this. Right there. Then you have your inverse head and shoulders on this, right? And that's just to tickle everybody here, man. But this is likely going to a huge high. What is this, right? I mean, the top side targets on this are above $1,000, $1,100. This is crazy. But yeah, the immediate short-term time frame, that's what I'm looking at. TAO likely to maintain above this, but I have a feeling that because of the volatility in the immediate short, guys, this would be, it's AI related. Okay, good. Yeah. This would be all in line here with the with dropping into this target for that extra liquidity and that continuation. This falling wedge here, that's another triangle, right? This is another triangle right here. And that's going to be your exit strategy for an upside and invalidation of your head and shoulders formation here. This is also about to set up a trap. And I will say this too, guys, I'm not sure of this whatsoever, right? But if there is a chance to get this thing to drop into some lower targets, like the regression of the triangle, right? That is still a possibility, and it may happen around Saturday, 8 a.m. Pacific time, or maybe even into Sunday. Yeah, I would say like Sunday, maybe around 4 p.m. If it happens on the time that it should happen, right? This would be your liquidity grab at 317.72. I'm not sure that that's going to happen. There's an area of invalidation for that located right here at 326.91. But reality is that I think it's just going to come down to your 340 to 333. and experience a bounce, right, guys? But just so you know, that is a possibility, right? So just keep bear that in mind, and then everything will be cool. But from here, let me see. Is that all I think I can tell you? Yeah. Okay. And yeah, expect bounces from this. The bounces would lead you towards the your resistance on a short term. Okay, you asked for a daily, so I'm just going to give you that for now. This is your resistance short term after it bounces back. Okay, so this would be roughly at the lowest point. It would be that 346.85 to the top point of just around 355.11. So that could be a massive jump to the upside and great opportunity for short term trading. Jeez, yeah. Liquidity grab there, 360.73. Okay, done. It's AI related, huh? Sick. Very cool stuff. Very cool stuff. So let's put this just about here. Just about here. And we'll put this here. Yeah, the 50% matters on this. Of course, I can't do that. Like that. 50%, and then this thing. So this would be a relative resistance. And this would be the area where I think that entry would benefit best out of, okay? And then, yeah, that's it. Trajectory just leads as this kind of bias, right? So I think we're coming... price action is already at these points here. Sure, it could liquidity grab still, right? But it's getting very close to the top. So it could still maybe consider this 360, although I doubt it. But this would then start coming back down. Validate your 350.93. Bounce off of the 350.93. Validate resistances at 355-ish. And from here, you have macro support. So naturally speaking, we would do something like this. 343.19, back up to this middle area, 350.97, and then we would get this area here. We would start preparing the potential entry conditions at this point. I think that either of these locations can actually bring this thing towards a massive top. So you're talking about 334 like to 361. That's already $30 to the upside. That's and if it reaches 327, you're approaching ridiculous numbers here. You know what I mean? Like, this is how high can it get? Like I already said it. I think it's going towards like 1,000 or something in the next months. It would take a long time for it to get there though. But yeah, this could actually give this thing a huge bounce. You know what I mean? Retrace, and then it'll continue towards this 360.91 for the next maybe 1 day or 2 days. But yeah, it's gonna be a treacherous road on this, but it's very good. It is very good. All right, done. TAO, good stuff. Let's get this thing, let me do this, TAO. Here you go with that. And let me go into the Arca Lounge. Man, ATH on this boy. Inverse head and shoulders is set on this thing. This is way easier. This is already practicing the reaction and support bottoms. Your best bet for entry, should it even get there, I don't know that it is, right? But your daily is an inverted hammer already. That's your signal for a retracement. But if it does want to test your bottom sides again, your entry conditions would be, incredibly limited. But they would be roughly right about here. So that would be 2,417 to 2,463 potential entry condition. Should there be a liquidity grab? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's going to experience that big of a liquidity grab, but it could be that it can reach your 2,365 as liquidity. And the upside is likely on this. You know, your more immediate short term, like your 4-hour time frame. This is already giving indications of continuation, right? This is an upside here. Let's see your 3-hour time. 3-hour time is upside. We're starting to expand there a little bit. Bi-hourly time frame is neutral, but it's still leading towards an upside on price. Hourly time frame, that's your downside. I think this would be for the potential entries on this, which, by the way, yeah. When you see your 30-minute time frame, a 30-minute time frame is corrective on this. Slight bearish formation. I think it's going to come back to get that entry. Maybe. It's still pretty bullish, right? It has the properties here for that potential entry, but everything is still suggesting bull side here. So psychological target. Galvin, I love you, buddy. You be safe, okay? So psychological target would be this, guys. Hold on. Based on an 8-hour time frame, I believe, or maybe even a 12-hour. This is it here. Okay. Yeah, this is your shoulder, head, shoulder here, and let's draw that regression. It would really be something like this. Then from the center of your center of the head, right, all the way down to the bottom from the neckline, center of the shoulder could be right about this point here, indicating a hard target of about this point up here. Hold on. Yeah, it would actually try for this right here, and your liquidity grab would be very much near. You got it, Lemmer. Love you, buddy. You be safe, okay? And that is about there, guys. So naturally speaking, this is done. Let the good times roll with all that positive news, and this thing would have nothing to worry about, alongside all of crypto. Right? Just remember that companies, individual companies, could always bring, some extra volatility, right? Meaning that there could be resistances everywhere based on news. Okay. But other than that, I think that this has a potential of it, except that, these are like 9 to 10 points. So ticks. So this could take, a few days, but tomorrow there may be a shot at even making higher digits. I feel like it may actually try for the 31 tomorrow. I mean, this for me, right? The next trading day. And that's just about it right here. Trajectory suggests potential resistance very soon here. 25.25 comes down to this area here. I'm not sure about that liquidity again, guys. But this would be your potential entry, and this would then start its trend, right? Just like the way you would see the zigzags in any price action. Right, and then this here. So if we want just a couple more targets on this, no problem. We'll just put that like this. We'll get to this right here. Okay. All right. So yeah, I think. Oh yeah, and the one more up there, right? But in reality, guys, remember that the more macro look on this is that you are creating a daily higher low. And this would indicate a ripper all the way up to like 6 cents, technically. Okay, so just be super careful. I don't remember how that was possible, but it is presently there. Okay, guys, huge like inverted, huge inverse head and shoulders on this. That's it brings up some nice light on this. Okay, guys, and oh yeah, and also a bull pennant. More and more things for this thing to just do it, right? All good. So here we go. There we go, team. Let's put this down like this. Now, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of exhausted. Let's cut it here. I'm sorry I couldn't finish them all, but I want to practice more and more on how to do this the right way, right? But this was kind of a difference, though. This did. I think we covered like 8 tickers this time. There's the ATH ticker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, this was 7, I guess. But I also gave you others. Just like notes, right, on others. Like LAES, I kind of gave a note on. I don't remember, but dude, all these tickers are gonna freaking rip. Let's do it. All right, guys. I'm gonna put the video up on this, but there is a lot of charts in there. Lioness, thank you so much, guys. I love you so much. Thank you for all your help and all your consideration. And let's get ourselves to rest and reconvene in the AM. I'll let you know how it goes with my son. He's not feeling too good right now, but I might have to urgent care him in the AM. We'll see how that goes. Okay, team. I wish you all a very good night, and reach out to me with any questions or concerns, all right? I love you guys so much. I'm sorry I couldn't get to everything, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Thank you, buddy. Great night to you as well. Old man, take care, brother. You take care, man. And we'll do it again. Ninja, love you, buddy. Thank you, man. Really appreciate that. Lioness, thank you so much. Thank you, and you are appreciated too. All right, guys, let's kill it. Let's get out of here, and let's Eagle Eye. Love you, buddy. You be safe out there, all right? But any questions, guys, you reach out to me, and we'll chat. We'll do our little dance and be cool. All right, team. I'll catch you later, Michelle. No problem. You're very welcome. I appreciate you too. All right, team. Adios, everybody. Eagle Eye, love you, bud. Denny, I see you in there. Stocks chicks. Josue, I love you, buddy. I'll see you, Destiny. And Mama, I don't know if you're still awake in there, but I can get you out. Good night to you, buddy. Bye, everyone.